Good evening, everybody. My name is Bernardo Martinez, and this is Beginners to Class. So welcome. Hello, good evening.
Hello, teacher.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you, Aaron?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm very well, thank you. A good day. I had a good day. How was your day?
Good evening.
Excellent.
Excellent, nice. Good evening. How are you?
Nice, and you?
I'm very well, Maria Jose. Ready for the class?
Yes.
Perfect. Very good. With the best attitude. All right. Hi, David.
Every day.
Perfect. Hi,
Hi,
David.
how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you doing?
Fine.
Nice, very good. Hello, Roberto.
Hello, teacher.
How are you?
I am sleeping.
A little sleepy, oh my goodness. Don't worry. Today is the last day of this week of class. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday is vacation for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Very good. Okay. Some other people are connecting. Let's hold on.
Sí. Revisa ya. Sí, porque ellos estaban aquí primero.
It's okay, Moises. I read your message. It's okay, Moises. Okay. Thank you for informing, Moises. Okay, let's see. Okay. Some other people are getting connected in this moment. Okay, so let's wait a second. Okay, let me admit Marlene here. Marlene is coming, and others are coming too. Okay, did you finish the homework? Yes. Homework
Yes.
number 1, did you finish? Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Tomorrow I will check homework, okay? I will check homework tomorrow to send you the score, okay? Okay, so please, tomorrow, I repeat, tomorrow I will check the homework of unit number 1, okay? Of week number 1, okay? The homework about occupations and different things, right? So tomorrow I will check, right? So Roberto, did you do the homework? Homework number 1?
Repeat, please.
You finished homework number 1. You finished?
Yes, finish.
Okay, perfect.
Finish
That's
the
very
homework.
good. Excellent. David, you finished?
Yes.
Excellent. Ricardo?
Yes.
Yes, very good. That's excellent. Roxana, did you finish homework number 1?
Yes.
Nice. That's excellent. Tatiana, and you?
Yes.
Very good. That's excellent. Good.
Okay.
Okay. Very good. So it's almost time. Just one thing before we start. Okay. Lo diré ahorita que vamos, perdón, lo diré ahorita que vamos a iniciar la clase. Bueno, solo recordar, ¿verdad? Siempre el primer día se mencionó de que la cámara debe permanecer encendida. Ok, el primer día se dijo, es un requisito de parte de INSAFORP. Se dijo, ¿verdad? Así que por favor tratemos de... Lo digo porque veo que bastantes se están quedando ya con la camarita apagada, ¿ok? Y esto es muy importante, ¿ok? Así que si algunos tienen razón, ahí me mandan un mensajito, ¿ok? Para ver de que realmente, ya sea que están en el trabajo y por eso tienen su cámara apagada, ¿ok? Mientras tanto, ya saben que el requisito es que su cámara debe estar encendida, ¿ok? Y lo digo porque hay muchos que ya se me acostumbraron a estar con la camarita apagada. No sé si es que ya se acostumbraron o no sé si es que es por trabajo, no sé, ¿verdad? Por eso les digo, si alguien es por trabajo que está con camarita apagada siempre o hay alguna razón tal vez justificada y me mandan un mensajito, ¿verdad? Para yo corroborar. Ahorita solo Moisés me ha dicho nada más que va a estar en el trabajo, me parece, ¿verdad? O Marlene también me está diciendo que va de camino a casa, ¿ok? Muy bien, me gusta saber siempre, ¿verdad? Para no estar como especulando qué es lo que pasa, porque la cámara está apagada. Bueno, ¿ok? Si es por trabajo, yo comprendo, no hay ningún problema. There's no problem. Algunos a veces es por la conexión a internet, ¿verdad? Algunos a veces es por la conexión a internet que también cuando se conectan con su cámara, a veces como que les baja la velocidad del internet, ¿ok? Si este es el caso, también díganme, ¿ok? Así para que cuando les pregunten no los agarren sorpresa, porque el problema es que a veces les he preguntado a algunos y los agarro de sorpresa y a veces no saben qué contestarme, ¿ok? Yo infiero de que si están en la clase, si no han dado una razón, yo infiero de que están prestando atención a la clase, ¿ok? Y a veces yo les pregunto y los agarro como, no sé, como que no saben qué decirme, ¿ok? No saben qué decirme. Y estamos en una actividad que todos están como, si les pregunto fácilmente, los que están prestando atención, contestan fácilmente, ¿verdad? Así que, bueno, algunos ya me escribieron aquí, ¿ok? Que van para casa ahorita. Si hay una razón, no hay ningún problema, ¿ok? Si hay una razón justificada, pero mientras tanto, sí siempre sugerir que tengan la camarita encendida, ¿de acuerdo? Así que me ayudan con eso, por favor. Help me with that, please. Okay, very good. Then welcome to class again. Welcome to this class. Today is Thursday. And tomorrow we have no class, right? No class for tomorrow. Tomorrow is Father's Day. So tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, 3 days. 3 days, all right? So you have vacation, okay? 3 days vacation. And next week, on Wednesday is Teacher's Day. So we have no class either, okay? So on Wednesday, the next week, no class. Why? It's Teacher's Day, all right? Yeah, so no class, all right? So for everybody, si hay algunos padres acá, ya por adelantado, Happy Father's Day, all right? So aquí solo jovencitos veo casi yo, solo Víctor, creo que es el que puede ser padre de familia. No creo, ¿verdad?
Gracias, gracias, teacher.
Roberto. Okay,
Tener mascota cuenta como papá.
Yes.
No, yo
Okay.
sí tengo hijos.
Ok, excelente. Muy bien. Para los que tienen hijos entonces, por adelantado, Happy Father's Day, all right? Happy Father's Day. Okay, very good. So then let's start today's class. And for today's class, we will study, well, yesterday we studied frequency adverbs, okay? Always, usually, often, sometimes, generally, seldom, hardly ever, usually, sometimes, never, okay? So we studied frequency adverbs, okay? So today's topic is somehow or a little connected because for today we have questions, okay? Questions about frequency, okay? So let me show you the objective, the topic, and the agenda for today. Okay, let's go over it. Okay, Roxana, can you read the topic, please? The topic is here. Can you read it?
How often?
Yes, how often? That's the topic for today, all right? So the topic for today is how often. Questions with how often, okay? Thank you, Roxana. Ricardo, can you read the objective, please?
Yes. Objective to ask and answer question with how often.
Good, to ask and answer questions with how often. Okay, thank you very much. Roberto, can you read the agenda, please? Agenda.
Agenda.
Guess.
With my activity game.
Guess. Guess.
Guess my activity games.
Continue.
My regular week. Conversation practice. grammar, grammar structure, practice, speaking, and game.
And game, all right, very good. Grammar structure or grammar structure?
Grammar structure.
Structure, yeah, grammar structure. Okay, thank you very much, Roberto. So basically for today, the topic is how often. So we will study equations using how often. How often do you play soccer, for example? How often do you visit your parents? Okay, how often? And the idea is that you, okay, you, students, participants, ask and answer questions with how often. For example, Bernardo, how often do you play soccer? I seldom play soccer, all right? Question and answer, okay? So the idea is that you ask and answer these questions, okay? Good, thank you very much for your help. And let's go to activity number 1. Okay, pay attention carefully. The idea is that all the class, everybody will guess your activity. For example, imagine I say, I usually do this in the morning. I usually do this in the morning. And then you tell me, oh, Bernardo, you have breakfast in the morning. You usually have breakfast in the morning. I say, no, sorry. Oh, Bernardo, you usually work in the morning. No, sorry. Oh, Bernardo, you usually visit clients in the morning. Yes, okay. So you need to guess. All the class will guess my activity, okay? Or I can say, I never do this in the evening. I never do this in the evening. Can you guess, please? Can you guess the activity? I never do this in the evening. Bernardo, you never. Guess the activity. Try to guess. Maybe you can tell me, oh, Bernardo, you never play soccer in the evening. And I say, no, sorry, I play soccer in the evening, all right? So you need to guess my activity, okay? So I never do this in the evening. So Bernardo, you never.
Bernardo, you never sleep in the evening.
Let me see. Sorry, no, I sleep in the evening sometimes.
Okay.
Another guessing?
Bernardo, you never watch TV in the evening.
Yes, that's true. I never watch TV in the evening, all right? So you will guess my example, okay? Or my activity, okay? You will guess my activity. Another example. I often...
Bernardo,
Yes, Bernardo?
you never sing in evening.
You never sing?
Sing.
True, I never sing. Actually, in the evening, at night, never. Okay, I never sing. I never sing. Yeah, it's true. Another example. Okay, I often do this on weekends, Saturday and Sunday. Guess the activity. I often do this on weekends. What is the activity, everybody? For me. Bernardo, you often. Bernardo, you often.
Bernardo, you often play soccer in the week, on the week.
On the weekends. Yes, it's true. It's true. Another activity.
Perfect.
Bernardo, you often work this on weekends?
You often?
Work this on weekends.
No, I'm sorry. I never work on weekends. Never. All right. Thank you, David. Another idea, another activity. Bernardo, you often.
Bernardo, you often go to the beach on the weekend?
Yes, it's true. I often go to the beach on the weekends because I like fishing. Okay, another example, somebody said Bernardo here, a boy.
Bernardo, you often supermarket on weekends?
Can you repeat, please? You often?
You often supermarket
Go to the
on
supermarket.
weekends? Yeah,
Oh, okay, Mrs. Then you say, Bernardo, you often go to the supermarket on weekends. Okay, repeat the example.
Bernardo, you
Often
often
go.
supermarket on weekends?
No, I never go to the supermarket on weekends. I'm sorry. All right, very good. Now, it's your turn. It's your turn and everybody will guess. All right. Who wants to begin? Who wants to start? Maria Jose, you start. Say one sentence, okay? One of these.
Okay.
Can you say one of these, please?
One example.
Yes, one of these.
Mm,
And we will guess the activity, okay? This one or I don't know, any. You can say number 1, you can say number 3.
question.
Okay. Maria Jose, you
Okay,
will
Bernardo.
yeah. No, I mean, it's in general. You can say, I usually do this in the morning. I always do this in the
Okay.
afternoon. Any, okay?
Okay. I always go to the work.
You don't have to say the activity, remember. We guess the activity. The class will say the activity. You only say, I always do this in the afternoon, okay? Only that.
Okay. In the afternoon.
Yes, okay, this, okay. Say this, please.
This.
I always do this in the afternoon. Repeat, I always
do this in the afternoon.
Okay, class. What is the activity for Maria Jose? Maria Jose, you always.
Maria Jose, you always drink coffee in the afternoon?
So Maria Jose, true or false?
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, that's true. All right.
I always drink coffee in the afternoon.
All right, thank you. That's excellent. Okay, now let's listen to Susana. Give one idea. Okay, we guess the activity, Susana. Say one, please.
I often do this on weekends.
On weekends. I often do this on weekends, says Susana. So everybody, what is the activity?
Susana,
You often work, do this on weekends? No, sorry.
You often, repeat it please. You often
Work on weekends?
Susana?
No,
No.
I never work on weekends.
All right, thank you. Another activity for Susana, Elmer?
Susana, you often sleep on weekends?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. Thank you. Now let's listen to Michelle.
Okay.
La vez pasada que te conectaste se preguntó.
Is sometimes do this at night.
I sometimes do this at night, says Michelle. So everybody, what is the activity? Michelle, you?
You sometimes watch TV at night?
Yes, it's true.
It's true. Okay, thank you. That's excellent. Okay, now let's listen to a boy. Okay, let's listen to Roberto.
I never do this in the evening.
In the evening. I never do this in the evening. So everybody, what is Roberto's activity? Roberto, you never.
Roberto,
check your email in the evening.
Roberto?
It's false.
It's false. Okay, another opinion?
Roberto, I never study this in the evening.
You never study. You
never study
English?
this in the evening.
English.
Roberto, you never study English
In the
in the evening.
It's true.
It's true. Okay, thank you, Roxana. That's excellent. Thank you very much. Another boy, David.
I usually do this in the morning.
Okay, everybody. What is David's activity?
David, you usually take breakfast in the morning?
Yes, it's true.
Easy, right? Okay, thank you, Maria Jose. Tatiana.
I usually do this in the morning.
So everybody, what is Tatiana's activity?
Tatiana, you usually work in the morning?
Yes, I do.
Yes, it's true. Okay, that's excellent. Laura, one for you, please. I
sometimes do this at night.
Okay, everybody, what is Laura's activity? Laura, you sometimes what?
Laura, you sometimes go to the library?
It's false.
It's false. All right, I'm sorry. It's false. Another activity for Laura, please. That is false. Laura, you sometimes what?
Laura, you sometimes dancing reggaeton this at night.
It's
true. It's false. I thought she was going to say true. All right. She says it's false. All right. Another opinion, please, for Laura. No more?
Laura,
you sometimes.
Dele, compañera.
Dale, Elber. Dale.
Laura, you sometimes take a shower at night.
It's true.
It's true. Excellent. That's very good. Okay, let's see one more. Okay, one more. Two more. Okay, let's listen to let me see here.
Teacher, estoy en una reunión, solo puedo estar de oyente.
¿O quién? Who? Victor. Okay, okay, Victor, no problem. It's okay. I think it's Victor speaking. Okay,
Thank you.
All right, no problem. Marlene. So, Marlene.
Hi, teacher.
Hello.
Ay, ahorita, no empezando ahorita, ya casi va a terminar.
Para limpiar, ¿a dónde le doy?
Ahí adentro, ¿no?
Oh, okay, let's listen to another person. Kenya.
Okay. I always do this in the afternoon.
I always do this in the afternoon, Kenya is saying. So everybody, what is Kenya's activity? Kenya, you always.
Kenya, you always drink coffee this in afternoon.
It's true.
It's true. Okay, that's excellent. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now we'll stop this. Now listen, well, solo quiero, déjenme un momentito, solo quiero ver aquí que algunos me mandaron mensajitos que por qué están con la cámara encendida, ¿ok? Así para no preguntarles, ¿ok? Just let me see. Oh, Majo is participating in this moment. She texted me. Then let's see. Who is on the way home? Let's see. Oscar is on the way home. Okay, so we won't ask Oscar. Sick, let me see. Sick. Okay, just let me check. I don't want to make you feel bad. Okay, so I better check. I don't want to ask. Imagine you are sick and I am asking you. So it's, I mean, I don't want to make you feel bad. Okay, good. Okay, let's continue then. Okay, so listen. The idea of this activity is to use examples in the simple present. To use examples in the simple present and to use frequency adverbs. You said, for example, David, you always, all right? Or David, you usually blah, blah, blah. Or Maria Jose, you never blah, blah, blah. So you are using examples in the simple present with frequency adverbs. Okay, so that is the importance of this activity. Okay, so let's go to the next activity. Okay, so in the next activity, okay, let me move this a little bit. So in the next activity, we have a little table. Okay, the idea is that you complete the table with activities. Let me highlight this. The idea is that you complete the table with activities you do on a regular week. Activities you do on a regular week. For example, Bernardo, what do you do on a regular week, Bernardo? So I start using always. I say for example, I always work. I always work in the morning. Okay, for example, this is for me, right? I don't know for you. Okay, I always work in the morning. For me, often. Let me see. I often, I often supervise other teachers. Okay, in my case, right? I don't know you, right? I often supervise other teachers. Sometimes, I sometimes assign homework. I sometimes assign homework. This is for me, okay? This is about my work. Hardly ever. So I can say, for example, hardly ever is like hardly ever, okay? I can say I hardly ever do administrative. This is to give you one example, okay? I hardly ever do administrative work. Hardly ever. And I never, and then you say something you never do, okay? So the idea is that you complete the information with personal information or with regular activities at work, okay? With regular activities at work, yeah? So please complete the table. Write, take notes, please, take notes, okay? Take notes. One example using always, one example using often, one example using sometimes, one example using hardly ever, and one example using never. Okay, go ahead. 3 minutes for this. Quiero decir esto en español, casi no hacemos mucho writing, pero a veces es importante porque a veces cuando escribo y después hablo, conecto mejor mis ideas, ¿ok? A veces es importante escribir las ideas primero porque las puedo conectar y estructurar mejor. Por eso lo estamos haciendo. That's why we are doing it, ¿ok? Okay, very good. If you have 2 or 3 examples, it's okay, no problem, okay? Now listen, so please, everybody, in this moment, go to breakout rooms and share your examples with your group. Share your examples with your group, okay? In the group, your classmates can ask you more questions. Like, for example, imagine I say my group, I always work in the morning. Oh, really, Bernardo? What time? So the group can ask more questions, okay? The group can ask more questions, yeah? Or maybe I say, I sometimes go to the gym in the afternoon. Oh, really, Bernardo? Do you exercise? Oh, yes, I do. All right. Oh, Bernardo, and where do you go to exercise? Oh, I go to a gym. I don't know. Okay, you say the name of the gym, okay? Yeah. All right. Or how many days? How many days, Bernardo? How many? We study how many, right? How many days? Oh, like 3 days a week. Okay. Yeah. So let me repeat. Go to breakout rooms, share your examples, and ask more questions, okay? Ask more questions about the examples, okay? Let's see how you are going to do it. Maria Jose, give me one example you have, please. One example you have. Imagine in this moment, I am in the group with Maria Jose. So Maria Jose, give me one example. One example you have, Maria Jose, please.
Okay. I never watch TV in the morning.
Really? I'm sorry. Do you watch TV at night?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I can ask more questions, okay? Another example, Maria Jose.
Okay. I always attend meeting in the work.
Really? What time? At 7, at 8, what time?
Mm,
In the morning, in the afternoon?
in the morning
In the morning. Okay.
with the
at wo-
boss.
with the boss. All right, good. So you can ask more questions, okay? In the group, ask more questions. Yeah? So please
Okay.
take turns. Take turns, okay? Take turns in the group. I do it first, then Maria Jose, then Ricardo, and then Roberto, okay? So take turns, okay? Any question? No? Think it's clear. All right. 3 or 4 minutes for this. 3 or 4 minutes. So go and practice in groups, please. Hold on a second. All right, let's go. Okay, okay, everyone. Sorry. Okay, everyone. Well, did you finish or you didn't finish? Yes, everybody finished? Yes. All right. Okay. Now listen. Listen to my instruction carefully. In this moment, please share examples, not about you, not about you, about your classmates. Do you remember activities of your classmates? Can you give me one, please? One activity of your classmates? Tatiana, okay, Tatiana.
Yes.
Meetings in the afternoon.
Can you repeat it, please?
Susana sometimes attends meetings in the afternoon.
Good. Thank you very much. Laura, do you have one example? About your classmates, okay?
Michelle go to the gym every day.
Okay. Michelle go to the gym every day. All right. Laura, you say Michelle go or Michelle goes?
Goes. Michelle goes.
Okay, repeat the example saying goes. Michelle goes. Repeat.
Michelle goes.
Continue. To the gym.
Go to the gym every day.
Excellent. Or you can say Michelle always goes to the gym, all right? Using the frequency adverb, okay? Yeah. Okay, thank you, Laura. Thank you very much. Roberto. Do you have one? Do you remember one example?
Yes. Solo que no me acuerdo bien del nombre.
Okay, say the example. Okay, Tatiana. Okay, Tatiana.
Tatiana never plays soccer on weekend.
All right, Tatiana. Is it you? Is the example about you, Tatiana? Yes, right? All right. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Kenya. Do you remember one activity of your classmates, Kenya?
Yes. Roxana drinks coffee in the morning.
Roxana drinks coffee in the morning. Always, sometimes, or usually, or?
Roxana always drinks coffee in the morning.
Always. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's pretty good. Thank you, Kenya. Ricardo, do you remember one example?
Yes.
Okay, say it.
Erica sometimes, but always supervises her college.
Excellent. College or colleagues?
Colleagues.
Colleagues. Okay, that's excellent. Thank you, Ricardo. Thank you very much. Erica, Melissa, do you have one?
Ricardo often go to the doctor.
Okay, Ricardo
Yes.
often go to the doctor, all right?
Yes.
Okay, okay, but in this case you say Ricardo often go or Ricardo often goes?
Ricardo often goes.
Excellent. Okay, thank you, Melissa. Thank you very much. Okay, Crisia, do you have one?
Yes. Kenya
Yeah.
always has breakfast Yes, have or has? Has, ¿verdad?
What do you think, everybody? Have or has? Always have or always has?
Have.
Has.
Has.
Has is correct. Is has. Okay.
Okay.
Repeat the example using has, please.
Kenya always has breakfast at 7 a.m.
Excellent. That's very good. Thank you. Remember, I have, you have, they have, we have. He has, she has, it has. Okay? Yeah, remember that, please. Remember that. We didn't study this in these classes, but remember that. Okay. Thank you very much, Christian. That's excellent. Last example. Let's see. Andrea.
Yes.
Do you remember one example of your classmates?
Yes.
All right.
Yes. Oscar said he works to work every day and he wakes up at 6:30 in a week.
Okay, good. All right. So can you say always? Always, Oscar always goes to work.
Okay. Okay, yes. Oscar always go to work every day.
Yeah.
And he sometimes wake up early.
All right. That's
at the
excellent.
week.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much, Andrea. All right. Wake or wakes? He sometimes wake or wakes? Wakes up. Good. Thank you. That's excellent. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much. Now let's go to this other thing. Structure. Okay. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Okay. Before we go, do you remember yesterday we completed this, right? Okay. Let's just review, because for this topic, we are recycling this vocabulary, okay? So for this topic, we are using this vocabulary. So what is picture number 1 representing? What is picture number 1? Do you remember? No, but say the phrase
Number
this
4.
time. This time,
Number
say
4.
the phrase. Say the phrase this time. So
Get
number
up
1.
at 5
Get up at
a.m.
5 a.m.
Get up at 5 a.m. Very good. Picture number 2. What is the phrase?
Drive to work.
Drive to work.
Drive to work. Excellent. Number 3. What is the phrase?
Check
email.
Check email. That's perfect. Number 4. What is the phrase?
Have breakfast.
Have breakfast.
Have breakfast. Very good. Have breakfast. In the morning, you have breakfast. Number 5. What is the phrase, everybody?
Use the
microwave.
Excellent. Use the microwave. Very good. And this one?
Get late to work.
Get late to work.
Get late
overtime.
to work. Oh, work overtime.
Work overtime.
Work overtime.
Exactly. It's work overtime. It's okay. No problem. Okay.
Overtime. It's
Work
true.
overtime. Yes, work overtime. Make a lot of money, right? Work overtime. Okay. And this one?
Take
calls
calls
at work.
Good. Take calls at work. And at work. And this one?
Have conference.
Have conferences. Have conferences. And the last one?
Get late to work.
Get late to work.
Get late to work. Now it's get late to work, right? Get late to work. Okay, very good. Okay, so we have these phrases. We are trying to recycle these phrases. Okay, we studied this yesterday, but we are trying to recycle. So let's go to today's. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me close this. And let's go to, okay, here. Let's see, David. Can you read example number 1, please? How often?
How often do you have a conference?
How often do you have conference or conferences?
Conferences.
It's plural. Thank you, David. Okay, So listen, in these questions are to talk about or to ask questions about frequency. How often? How frequently? Right? How often is how frequently? How frequently do you have conferences? Okay. So in the structure, we have, okay, hold on a second. Okay, David, in the structure, what is part, oh my goodness, wait a second. Okay, let's see. David, what is part 1 in the question?
Often.
How often? Very good. How often? What is part 2?
Auxiliary verb.
Auxiliary verb. Do, right? Is the auxiliary verb,
Yes.
okay? What is part 3?
Subject.
The subject, you in this case. What is part 4?
Verb.
The verb. And what is the verb, David?
Have.
Have. Excellent. And what is part 5?
Complement.
Complement, if necessary. Okay, thank you, David. Now let's see, Maria Jose. Read example number 2, please.
Okay. How often does he have breakfast?
Excellent. What is part 1 in the sentence, Maria Jose?
How often?
How often? Very good. What is part 2?
Auxiliary verb.
What is the auxiliary verb, Maria Jose?
Does.
Does. Very good. What is part 3?
Subject.
Subject, right? So the auxiliary verbs are do and does in this case, okay, for this topic. What is part 4, Maria Jose?
Verb.
The verb. And part 5?
Complement.
The complement. Okay, thank you very much. So how often and the auxiliary verb do or does, right? Depending on the subject. Yeah. Thank you, Maria Jose. Okay, let's move to the next. All right, let's listen to Blanca. Hello, Blanca.
Hello, teacher.
Okay, let's see, Blanca. Example number 3. Can you read it, please? How often?
How often do they drive to work?
Excellent. What is part 1?
How often?
How often? Very good. What is part 2?
Adverbial auxiliary verb.
Auxiliary verb. That's excellent. Do, right? Okay. What is part 3?
El subject.
The subject. They. Very good. What is part 4?
Verb.
The verb. And what is part 5?
The complement.
The complement, to work. Okay. Very good. Thank you very much, Blanca. Susana, read example
Okay.
number 4, please. How often?
How often does she work overtime?
Good. What is part 1, Susana?
How often?
How often? Very good. What is part 2?
Auxiliary verb.
The auxiliary verb. What is the auxiliary verb?
Does.
Does, in this case. Very good. What is part 3?
The subject.
The subject. What is the subject?
She.
She. Very good. What is part 4?
The verb.
The verb. What is the verb?
Work.
Work. And the last part 4. What is part 4?
The complement.
Complement. And the complement is?
Overtime.
Overtime. Very good. Now. Okay, everyone. So let's see. Questions. Okay, questions. Okay, let's see. Hello, Elmer.
Hello, teacher.
Okay. So here we have questions with how often, right? Questions with how often in this topic, Elmer. So Elmer, what is part 1 in these questions? Part 1.
How often?
How often? Very good. Thank you very much. Wilbur, what is part 2?
Auxiliary verb.
Excellent. Michelle, what is part 3?
The subject.
The subject. Very good. Walter, what is part 4?
The complement.
Oh, wait a second. Okay. How often? Auxiliary verb.
Subject.
Subject, verb, and complement. You're right,
Verb.
okay, but somebody mentioned something wrong. All right, that's right. So what is part 4, Walter?
Verb.
The verb. The verb. Okay, that's
Sorry.
excellent. No, it's okay. No problem. It's okay. We are learning. Okay, the verb. Very good. Let's see. Oscar. Hello, Oscar.
Hello.
What is part 5?
Excuse me, repeat please.
What is part 5 in the questions we are in the questions with how often? What is part number 5?
How often the complement?
The complement, exactly. Yes, it's the complement. It's correct. It's the complement. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, let's see. Andrea. Hello, Andrea.
Hello.
Okay, so in these questions, we have 2 different auxiliary verbs, right? Yes, 2 different auxiliary verbs. Can you mention the 2 auxiliary verbs, please?
And do,
Do and
does.
does. Okay, that's excellent. Thank you very much. Ricardo,
Okay.
I say, how often does he or how often do he? Ricardo, how often does he or how often do he?
How often does he?
Excellent, very good. Let's see, Laura. How often do you or how often does you?
How often do you?
Excellent, very good. Let's see, Roberto. How often do they or how often does they?
How often do they?
How often do they? Is correct. How often do they? Okay, it's excellent. Okay, thank you very much. So this is the structure for how often. Now, let's see quickly the answers, okay? How to answer these questions, okay? Now, let's see. I will ask you questions, okay? Let's see, Susana. Answer my question, please. How often do you have conferences? Susana, how often? Never, sometimes. How often do you have conferences?
I sometimes
have conferences. So Susana answers, I sometimes have conferences. All right. So repeat the answer, please, Susana.
I sometimes have conferences.
Very good. That's excellent. Kenya, how often okay, let me ask. Okay, let me see. David, hello.
Yes.
David, how often do you have breakfast? You, how often do you have breakfast?
I always have breakfast.
Okay, now let's see Kenya. How often does David, okay? How often does he have breakfast? He
does.
No, David, how often do you have breakfast?
I always have breakfast.
Okay, Kenya.
He always.
He always. Oh, I'm sorry. He always. Oh my goodness, what's going on? He always what?
Have breakfast.
Have or has?
Has breakfast.
Has breakfast. All right. So this is the answer. Okay. He always has breakfast. Talking about David. Okay. He always has breakfast. Okay. Remember, he, she, it, has. Okay. Now let's go to the next. All right. Let me close and let's go to the next. All right. Let me erase now. Okay. Let me erase this. Okay, let's see for Laura. Laura, do you drive to work, Laura?
No.
Who drives to work? Who drives to work?
My husband.
In the class, who drives to work here in this class? Who?
Me.
Me. Okay, say the name, please. Don't say me.
Michelle.
Me, David.
Michelle and David. Okay, Michelle and David. Okay, Michelle and David. So let's see, Wilber. Michelle and David, they, all right? Michelle and David, they, all right? Michelle and David, you always drive to work or you sometimes drive to work?
I always write to work.
Always. And you, David? Always.
Always.
Always. All right. Now let's see, Wilber, David and Michelle. How often do they drive to work? David and Michelle. They, no, they,
okay. They, I don't understand.
okay. Okay, David and Michelle. How often do you drive to work, David and Michelle?
They always drive to work.
Okay, they. Then you say they,
Always.
Wilber. They always. They always.
Always.
Drive.
Drive.
Drive, yeah, drive.
Drive to work.
To work, excellent. They always drive to work. To work. Thank you very much, Wilber. Okay, Chi, Susana. Do you work overtime, Susana? Do you work overtime?
I never work overtime.
All right. Now let's see. Let's see here. Let me look for somebody. Brenda. Hello, Brenda.
Hello.
How often does she work overtime?
She never work overtime.
Excellent. So you say she never work or she never works?
Works.
Good. She never works. Oh my goodness. Works over time. She never works over time. Okay. Now, okay, that's it. Now listen, everybody. How often do you? I never, I sometimes, I always, I often, I usually, I seldom, I never, I don't know, right? How often does Wilber? He often, Wilber, right? How often does Wilber check Facebook? He often checks Facebook. He never checks Facebook, okay? Yeah, so any question? No? No questions? Any questions? No questions? No questions? No?
No, no questions.
No questions, okay. So if you have no questions, then let's go and okay, let me share this with you. I will share screens with you. And let's work together. Let's work together. Okay. Okay, the question is, okay, let me show you. The question is, how often do you? All right, let's see. Roxana, tell me a name, please. A name of your classmates. A name. One name of your classmates, Roxana.
Sorry, teacher.
Give me one name of a classmate. One name.
Laura.
Okay, Laura. Hello, Laura.
Hello.
I like your sunglasses, Walter.
Thank you.
Okay, Laura. Okay, let's see. Laura, we start here. Okay, we start here. I will ask you the question using how often. Six. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Laura, how often do you take photos? How often do you take photos? You say, I never take photos. I sometimes take photos. I don't know.
I always
I always take
take
photos. Repeat the example, please.
I always take photos.
Take photos.
Photos.
Thank you, Laura. Give me a name, please, of your of a classmate. A name of a classmate, please.
María José.
Maria Jose. Okay. Maria Jose. 5. Make. Okay. Make snowmen. Make snowmen. All right. We have no snow here, right? Okay. Maria Jose. How often do you make snowmen?
I never
I never
make
make
make a snow.
snowman. I'm sorry. All right. Thank you, Maria Jose. Give me a name of your classmates, please.
I don't.
Okay. Aaron. Aaron. Same question for you, Aaron. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Aaron, how often do you make snowmen?
I never, I never make a snow.
I'm sorry. All right. Aaron, give me a name, please.
Roberto.
Roberto. Okay, let's see. Roberto. No. Number 5 again. It's not possible. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give flowers. Give flowers. I don't say, I am not going to say the name, okay? Give flowers to your girlfriend. No, give flowers in general, okay? In general, give flowers, okay? All right, let's see, Roberto. How often do you give flowers to your mother, to your girlfriend, to your wife? I don't know, all right?
I sometimes give flowers.
Okay, that's excellent. Very good. To your girlfriend, to your mother, or who?
And my mother.
To my mother. Okay, very good. That's excellent. Thank you very much. Roberto, give me a name, please.
Andrea.
Name, Andrea. Okay. Andrea. No, number 5 again. No, not possible. 6. Andrea, how often do you take photos?
I always take photos.
Yes, I know. Girls like photos. Girls like photos. Well, in my case, I don't like photos, but I know girls like photos. All right, good. Now listen.
Yes.
To continue with the game, I will start. This will be number 1 this time. This is number 1. So I will count from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, with the die. Okay, so Andrea, give me a name, please.
Teacher. Okay.
All right, a name.
Teacher.
Yeah. The teacher.
No. Teacher, yo creo que se tiene que ir contando a partir de donde se quedó.
Yes, it's
Por
true.
eso. Ajá.
Yeah, it's true, but it's impossible because this will be like more physical, I think. So I will start from here because this is more physical, okay? And the idea is to practice all the activities, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so tell me a name, please.
Crisia.
Crisia. Okay, Crisia. Number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See movies. See movies. Spider-Man, X-Men, I don't know. All right, see movies. All right. So, Crisia, how often do you see movies?
Always. I like movies.
Repeat the example, please. I always.
I always.
I always see movies. Excellent. Now, Crisia, select the classmate, please.
Mm. Um, Tatiana.
Sorry?
Tatiana.
Tatiana. Now you will ask the question, Crisia, okay? You will ask the question, okay? I will only roll the die. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Buy ice cream. So, Crisia, can you ask Tatiana the question, please? How often do you, Tatiana, how often do you?
Okay. Tatiana, how often do you buy ice cream?
Microphone, Tatiana.
Excuse me. I sometimes buy ice cream.
Okay, that's
The week.
excellent. Okay, on the week. Thank you, Tatiana. So, Tatiana, select a classmate, please.
Susana.
Susana, number 1. Read books. Read books. Ask Susana the question, please. Tatiana, ask Susana, how often do you read books?
How often
Do you
read books in the weekend?
I always read books.
Oh, she likes reading.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness. All right, very good. Thank you. All right, Susana, the last participation. Select a classmate, please, Susana.
María José.
Sorry?
María José. Yo
María José.
participo.
No. Oh, yes, she
Okay.
participated. She participated.
Okay.
Another classmate?
Blanca.
We have Blanca. Blanca participated? Yes, right?
Yes.
Available, we have
Yes,
Marlene. Yes, we have Marlene available. Oscar. We have Erika Melissa.
Erika.
Erika Melissa. Okay, Erika Melissa. Okay, let's see. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Play soccer. Ask the question, please. How often do you?
Erika, how often do you play soccer?
I never play soccer.
Okay, that's excellent. Thank you very much. How often do you? One more activity to practice. One more activity to practice. Okay, so in the other activity, we have an exercise. Okay, hold on a second. So we will complete this exercise together. Okay, so we will complete this exercise all together as a class. Okay. So listen carefully. This little bar, okay, this little bar shows the frequency, okay? This little bar shows the frequency, okay? So the question is, how often what? How often what is the question? How often? What is the question?
Ride the bike.
How often do you? How often
Ride
do you
your bike.
ride your bike? Ride your bike. How often do you ride your bike? So, what is the answer, everybody? A, B, C, or D?
D. Letter D.
Letter D. David says letter D. And the others? Letter D?
Letter D.
Letter D?
Letter D. Yes.
Letter D. Letter D.
Yes.
Okay, letter D. Correct. That's excellent. Oh my goodness. Use the computer. How often does he use the computer?
Letter C.
Letter B.
Letter B.
Letter B. Remember, the bar is showing you the frequency, okay? So it's letter
B.
B. Letter B. He, okay, David, read please the sentence. He always
use the computer.
use or uses?
Uses. He always
Uses.
uses the computer.
All right, that's excellent. Thank you very much. Les voy a apagar el micrófono a todos y cuando participen lo encienden y luego lo apagan, por favor. Estén atentos de hacerlo, ¿ok? Para que no haya interferencia, ¿de acuerdo? Please, ok, me hacen ese favor. Participan, encienden el micrófono, terminan la participación, lo apagan, ¿ok? Debemos estar haciendo eso siempre. Por favor, please, okay? Good, so the answer is letter B, right? Okay, it's correct. Thank you very much. That's excellent. Next. The question is, how often does my sister walk the dog?
Letter C.
Letter C. The others, what do you think? Letter C?
Letter
Letter
C.
C.
Letter C. My sister.
C.
Letter C. Okay, Susana, read the example, please. Letter C. My sister often.
My sister often walks the dog.
Okay, that's amazing. It's correct. That's very good. You are pros. Okay, let's continue. How often does Tom play the guitar?
Letter B.
Letter B.
Letter?
B.
Letter B.
Letter
Letter
B.
B.
Letter B. Walter, can you read the example, please? Tom.
Tom never plays the guitar.
Guitar or guitar?
Guitar.
Guitar. That's excellent. Okay, that's excellent. Number 5. How often do they drink orange juice?
Letter
Letter A.
Letter?
Letter A.
A. Letter A.
A.
Okay. Ricardo, read the example, please.
They sometimes drink orange juice.
Excellent. Correct. Oh my goodness. You will get an A. You will get a 10. Okay, let's continue. Okay, let's see, Maria Jose. What is the question here? The question. How often?
How
The question.
often?
Do you? The
You
question.
often eat.
Okay, the question. What is the possible question here? What is the possible question? How often?
How often?
Do you
eat bananas?
Do you remember? How often do you eat bananas? Okay, repeat it, please.
How often do you eat bananas?
Okay, good. So what is the answer, everybody? Answer?
You often eat bananas.
You often eat bananas.
Letter B.
Letter B?
You
Yes.
often eat bananas.
Excellent. That's very good. Let's go to the next. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Michelle, what is the possible question here? How often? What is the possible question? How often?
How often does she play basketball?
Excellent. How often does she play basketball? So everybody, what is the answer, class?
She never plays basketball.
Letter C.
Letter C. Letter C. Okay. Let's see. Maria Jose, read the example, please.
She never plays basketball.
Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so she never plays basketball. Very good. Next, number 8. Okay. What is the possible question, Laura? What is the possible question for number 8? How often? The microphone, Laura.
Letter B.
No, what is the possible question? How often
How often
does
Sally sometimes listen?
No, in the question, no frequency adverb. In the question, no frequency adverb, okay? Repeat, please. How often
How often how often does Sally listen to music?
Excellent. So, class, what is the answer?
Letter C.
B.
B or C?
Letter
Make a
C.
decision.
Letter C.
Letter C? Letter C?
C.
Letter C. Okay, let's see. Marlene, read the answer, please. Sally.
How often
Oh, the answer. The answer. The answer.
I think Sally often listens to music.
Okay, that's excellent. Thank you very much. Number 9. Okay, let's see. Crisia. Hello, Crisia.
Yes.
What is the possible question for this? The possible question. How often?
How often
Do you
make bed?
Your bed. Make
Your
your bed.
bed.
Okay, repeat the question, please. How often
How often
do you
do you make
your bed? Excellent. Okay, so everybody, what is the answer?
Letter D.
Letter?
D.
Letter?
D.
B or D? B or D?
D.
D, right?
D.
D. All right, letter D. Oscar, can you read the answer, please? Okay, Melissa, read the answer, please. I
always make my bed.
Okay, that's excellent. Let's go to the last one. Let's see, Blanca. What is the possible question here, Blanca?
Excuse me?
What is the possible question here?
Okay. We always go
No.
to the beach.
Okay, listen. The possible question, not the answer in this moment. The possible question. How often?
How often
Do you
often go to the beach?
How often do you?
We often go to the beach?
How often do you
Go to the beach.
Okay, repeat the question, please. How often do you go to the beach?
How often
Do you
go to the beach?
do you go to the beach?
Go to the beach.
All right. Okay, everybody, what is the answer?
How often?
No, the answer. Now the answer. The answer.
Letter D.
Letter
D.
Letter D. Oh my goodness, we have no more time. Letter D, all right? Yeah, letter D. Okay, we have 10 here. Okay, letter D is the answer. We sometimes go to the
beach.
To the beach. All right, very good. We sometimes go to the beach. Okay, time to pass the attendance. All right. Questions about how often? Questions about how often? No questions? Are you sure?
No question.
No questions? Are you sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Tengo una pregunta.
Okay, let's see. Okay, wait a minute. Give me a second. Okay, who said I have a question? Who has questions?
Susana.
Susana. Okay, Susana and then Maria Jose. Susana?
No,
Okay,
solo
no es de
Susana.
how no es del how often, sino en el ejercicio anterior donde decía see movies, pues, o sea, puede ser watch movies o podemos decir see movies.
Both.
Okay.
Both. Ambos.
Ok, pero si es
Both.
TV, solo es watch TV.
Exactly. Watch TV. See TV
Okay.
is incorrect. You say watch TV because watch is like more general, okay? Watch videos, for
Okay.
example, in general. Yeah?
Okay.
All right, very good. Who had questions? Sorry.
I have a question, teacher.
Okay, Oscar.
Cuando, puedo decirlo en español porque no.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Cuando yo pregunto how often, yo estoy preguntando cada cuánto, ¿verdad? Entonces cuando, sí, la palabra, porque ahí veo que aparece bastante como I often, ¿qué es lo que estoy diciendo ahí? Perdón.
Okay, okay, I have a question for you in this moment. ¿Estuvo en la clase de ayer?
Sí, pero no recuerdo haber escuchado eso.
Okay, very good. Okay, let me show you something quickly. Okay, les voy a pasar asistencia primero y luego les muestro algo, and then I show you something, okay?
De acuerdo.
All right, just to answer your question. Oh, we had another question? ¿Teníamos otra pregunta? We had another question? No?
No
No.
question.
Okay, no questions. All right. So let me pass the attendance. And then we check Oscar's doubt. Okay? Good. Okay. Let's see. Hold on a second. Attendance for today. Remember, tomorrow no class, right? Celebrate with your fathers or with your children, okay? So tomorrow is time to celebrate, okay? Good, let's begin. Crisi Alfaro.
Present.
Moisés Alvarado.
Present.
Present.
Ricardo Aarón.
Present.
Solo para corroborar, ¿es Ricardo Aarón o Ricardo Ardón?
Ese es el apellido.
Ok, sí, es que me confundo, por eso pregunto, no vaya a ser que esté cometiendo un error, ok. Roxana
no.
Arevalo.
Present.
Alejandra Arriola. Blanca Batres.
Present.
Michelle Cruz.
Present.
Isa González.
Present.
Víctor Guzmán.
Present.
He's in Are you
Yes.
still working, Víctor?
Yes.
Okay.
I finished.
You finished work, okay.
Yes.
Gabriel,
Thank you.
ok, no problem. Yo no le había preguntado porque pensé que todavía estaba en el trabajo, no lo había incluido.
No, si voy finalizando, hace 2 minutos vine.
All right, ok. Elmer Hernández.
Here, teacher.
All right. Roberto Hernández.
Present.
Kenia Juárez. Kenia. All right. Dennis. Dennis.
Present.
All right. Susana.
Present.
María José.
Present.
Andrea.
Present.
Laura.
Present.
David.
Present.
Wilber.
Present.
Oscar.
Present.
Tatiana.
Present.
Brenda.
Present.
And Marlene. Marlene.
Present.
Okay, very good. Let me save the changes here. Okay, so let me open the presentation because Oscar had a question, okay? And I will tell you something important here, okay, for this, for Oscar's question, okay? I will open the other presentation. Okay, very good. Let me share. Le voy a compartir. Let me share with you. Okay, Oscar and everybody. Listen, we don't have often on this list, right? We have often here. Okay, Oscar, listen. All these words show frequency, okay? The frequency of activities, okay? And we have the percentage here. For example, always is like every day, all right? Usually, it's like 6 days a week, maybe. Normally and generally, 6 days a week, okay? Often is like frequently, okay? Often is similar to frequently, okay? Yeah, then
Yes.
sometimes it's like 3 days a week and blah, blah, blah. So the most important here is the percentage, okay? Esto es lo más importante aquí, el porcentaje o más bien la frecuencia de estas palabras, the frequency of these words, okay? Yeah. Aquí en la presentación de ayer tenían, ahí les dejé esta laminita. Pueden descargar el material para que las repasen si quieren, para que recuerden la frecuencia con la que cada una de estas palabritas sucede, ¿ok? Ahí está el material colgado en Schoology para que lo puedan repasar. Y no olviden estas palabritas, ¿ok? All right.
Okay, teacher. Thanks.
All right, no problem. This is not only for Oscar, it's for everybody, okay? Yeah? Okay, so it's 10 p.m. It's time, all right? So everybody, so I want to say again, para los que son padres de familia, Happy Father's Day beforehand, ok, feliz Día del Padre por adelantado a los que son padres de familia. Y yo sé que algunas madres también que son madres y son padres que hacen ambos trabajos, ok. Así que
Mamá
también...
luchona. Para usted ser padre.
Mamás luchonas. Algunos dicen que no, de verdad, que no, que es el Día del Padre, no les digan a las mamás, pero si hacen ambos roles, tienen derecho a ambas celebraciones porque hacen ambas cosas, ¿ok? La hacen de mamá y de papá, ¿ok? Así que felicidades de antemano, pasen buenas noches, have a good night, And see you
Thank
on
you.
Monday. Okay, los veo el lunes. See you on Monday. All right?
See you Monday.
Okay.
See you Monday. Happy
Bye bye.
Friday.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Good
Good
night.
night.